Hey, what up everyone? I'm Cool, and this is Gems of War. And today, what are we doing? We're gonna be doing Journey Teams, week's preview for Leonis Empire, cracking some evil dragon eggs. There's a roadmap. There's all kinds of stuff going on right now. I think the thing you're probably most interested in, though, is me cracking open these evil dragon eggs. And then maybe the Journey Teams, but there is like a little update. It wasn't anything too impressive. Like a roadmap for the first half of 2026 or something like that. But yeah, we'll do all that stuff today, hopefully. But yeah, I'm gonna crack some eggs. We'll do that in a sec. Let me run in trial, you know the deal. So I can set up the stream, put on the thumbnail, all that good stuff. Trial. Epic trial, auto battle, something for you to watch while I put on the thumbnail. Okay, there we go. You watch that, let me know how they're doing, if they're cheating. Are they winning, are they losing? Upload thumbnail. I did the roadmap as the thumbnail. I probably should have did more evil dragons, but oh well. I didn't forget. Maybe I forgot. I don't know. Gems of War, evil dragons. I see a lot of people complaining on the forum. It's my toilet time. I look at the forum. And sometimes I say a little stinky, snarky comment. And then I don't look at any responses. I do that a lot. I'm one of those people. I'll leave a little sneaky, snarky comment. A cynical comment. And then I'll never come back to the thread. So whatever you say after doesn't matter. Okay, no. It's being stupid. Why did I not? I'm dumb. I need to bring up the chat. One sec. Let me see who's here. Where's it at? View your channel. Go to live. There it is. Hit a like, turn in your ticket to the train, don't be a hobo, turnstile jumper, all that stuff. We are, here let me type it in, we're 61% through the month. I just looked at this today, because I'm masochistic, right? So I like to make myself feel terrible. So we're 61% through the month, and we're 39% to bare naked men. Bare naked men. So just so you know where we're at. But we do have the chat-a-thon at the end of the month. That usually helps. But that's where I'm at. That's where my anxiety level is. Just so you know. It's not MEN now. I know some of y'all. But it's MIN. Minimum. You thinking you're dirty. Get your mind out of the gutter. Thinking bare naked men. Evil dragons. Yeah. Let's do Journey. Gems of War, Journey. Okay, whatever. I don't really care. Let's copy this. Paste it in. Sorry, PlayStation streaming bullcrap. You know how it goes. You see how it goes on the new account. I don't have to do none of this. But on this one, I do. Monday and Friday, I gotta do it like this. Tuesday and Saturday, I don't. Monday and Friday is the main account. Tuesday and Saturday is the new account. Yeah, they're, you know. I always think it's the same people on the forum, too. Like, in my head, I know it's not everybody, but they're probably doing pets during vault events. They're probably gold farming. They're probably soul farming. They're probably not doing the Underspire. They're probably not doing epic trials. But then they're like, I can't get all the dragons. I hope I get duplicates, and there's not enough Dragonite. Well, play the game right, dummy. Play the game right then, dummy. It's your own fault. Why do I have all the dragons? Why do I have them all? Because I'm lucky? I got lucky 3 times in a row? I'm free to play? I don't spend any money on the game? Somehow I got lucky 3 times in a row? I don't know. Maybe you should watch a guy named Cool and like do what he says to do instead of picking and choosing. And then complaining. And that's just for forum people, because they're complainers. I get it, though. I mean, it would be ideal if you got duplicates of the dragons. That'd be like the guardians. Like, I agree with that, but I hope you're playing the game right if you're gonna go on there and cry and complain. If you're not doing the entire Underspire, then just zip it. If you're doing pets during a VOD event, zip it. If you're gold farming, soul farming, zip it. You're not allowed to complain. Sorry. It's your own fault that you don't have the dragons. Look in the mirror. And then don't be blaming the devs. Look in the mirror at yourself. That's who doesn't have the dragons. It's your own fault. Exactly what you want to hear when you turn into a stream, right? Some harsh reality. Look in the mirror. All right, let's just pop those eggs first. Why not? Let's start off with a bang. Let's watch me get this. Since I just talked a bunch of crap, I'm gonna get the same dragon 11 times. I'm gonna get the same one 11 times. So we gotta look at these weapons and stuff. Like, they didn't show them on the little blurb. We got Tyrion here. I see that. Yoke's here. Sean's here. Jam Ricks is here. Sana with the gifted on the ghost train. Shout out to Sana. What a legend. A very brave woman out there by herself. Appreciate it. You didn't even helicopter out of bed? Jam Ricks. You're up at reset and crafted all of them? Nice. 18 eggs. Oh no. 14,400 Dragonite down the toilet. Could only craft one evil rainbow dragon for now, but it had it minutes after midnight. Regular evil dragons are a couple of damage worse than Diamantina. Oh wow. Okay. So, yeah, their damage is not as good as the cosmic dragons. Oh wow. So you're saying Pandemonia is less damage than like Naboyadrix or something? Or whoever? Like a regular dragon? Not even the boss dragon? But, you know, they got the extra thing on them. They got the Curse and Silence, the Curse and Terror. Let's look at them again real quick now that we can see them in the game. We got Cranky Nose. 32 blue, green, brown, Blackhawk Dragon. Deals damage to all enemies, boosted by blue gems, and inflict curse and freeze. There's a 10% chance for an extra turn, boosted by blue gems. Okay, so now we can see their traits. We got reduced damage from skulls by 30%, 15% chance to resurrect with full mana after death, 40% chance to convert 2 blue gems into blue dragon gems when my turn begins. So that's probably not good, right? If like a blue gem was going to match, it would match before that. So it just, you know, that's not going to give any mana, right? That's just going to put blue gems on the board, blue dragon gems on the board. Like if a wild card gets put on the board, it could match, and then, but if there's already a 2 blue gems on the board, they would have matched, right? Before they turned to blue dragon gems. I don't know. Doesn't seem as good as like a wild card or something. But yeah, I like the, you know, curse and freeze, and this one's the red one. It does curse and 2 stacks of bleed. Same traits except for red dragon gems. Got this one who does curse and death mark, purple dragon gems. This one does curse and stun. It's the green one. Green dragon gems. This one, Byzinium, is the curse and silence, which I think a lot of people are thinking is maybe the best one. As far as like having the coolest thing that's going to help the most. But you got to think like this too. Like when you're using the dragons, you're kind of wanting to wipe everything out in one shot. So you're like, okay, I'm not going to kill them. I'm going to silence them. And then I'm going to kill them. You be quiet right before I kill you. Yellow dragon. You be quiet right before I kill you. After I cast again, you're dead. But I guess they can't do anything back, so, you know. I like it. I'm just, you know me. Alright, this one is the brown one. It does curse and disease. Seems like one of the weaker ones. This one's like, I'm gonna hit you, And then I hope you survive for a very long time because I'm going to disease you, which doesn't get much value unless you survive for a very long time. So then I'm going to try to kill you, but I hope you don't die because then everybody's diseased over there, and so I can get value out of it. I don't know, sometimes some troops are weird, like when they do like a bunch of true damage and they have a chance to instant kill. It's like, you almost killed it, and then you killed it, you know? I don't know, you like, some troops are weird. Alright, so we've seen those, we've read about those, we've talked about those multiple times. Let's look at... Yo, Chad with a 2, dropping a deuce. Doesn't want Sana to be by herself, appreciate it. Let's look at the weapons now. Let's look at Pandemonia first, actually. Pandemonia. Right here. So it cost... They did make a mistake on their blurb they put out. They said, all 7 dragons can come out of the evil dragon egg. And they didn't mention anything about weapons or getting the 6 dragons and making Pandemonia, but we knew that's what they meant. This one's 34, it's the Rainbow Dragon. 34 mana cost from Blighted Lands. Deals damage to all enemies boosted by skulls and inflict curse and terror. 10% chance for an extra turn boosted by skulls. 40% chance to convert 2 skulls into Uber Doom Skulls when my turn begins. But same otherwise. You think it would be stronger, like 50% skull, maybe a 30% chance to resurrect. You know, maybe a 50% chance for the bottom one at least. I think it would be a little stronger instead of having the same exact traits. It's almost just like another dragon. I mean, it probably does more damage, but normally, like, Chrysanthrax is way better than all the other dragons, you know? But let's look at the weapons. You gotta make the weapons. So we got the Watcher's Cleaver, which normally the weapons are nothing. They're just, you make them so you can make the dragon. You don't use the weapons usually. I think we used Decaying Orbit like once, maybe? Isn't that one of the weapons for one of the dragons? Watcher's Cleaver. Deal damage to an enemy, then convert 4 gems of one of their mana colors to terror gems. I don't know why I'm doing that. Alright, Flail of Suffering. Deal damage to 3 random enemies, then create 3 bleed gems. If an enemy dies, create 3 more bleed gems. So yeah, they both suck. Sinister Reaper. Deal damage to all enemies. Create 3 bleed gems, 3 terror gems, and 3 poison gems. If an enemy dies, create 3 more of each gem. At least it hits all enemies, you know? That one's the best one out of them. Sinister Reaper. 96 to all enemies. How's that compare to anything else? That's true damage, though. What else? What could we can compare it to Dustbringer? Does 55? Whoa. $50? This one does 96. It's almost double like Dawnbringer and Dustbringer. Anybody notice that? Maybe they boost off of stuff, though? Yeah, boosted by yellow allies and enemies. But there can't be that many of those. So it's like, hits harder than Dawnbringer or Dustbringer. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the new weapon hits harder than Dawnbringer or Dustbringer. The Sinister Reaper. What's 24 mana cost? 3 color. 24 mana cost, 3 color. 25 mana cost. 20 mana cost. Is it like the new Dawnbringer or Dustbringer, maybe? I have to look at its tempering and stuff. But yeah, you know how this works. You go craft the eggs. Right here. Troops. Right here. Craft the egg. 600 Dragonite a pop. And you try to get all 6 dragons. So you need all 6 of these. And then you take these 6 dragons. And you make the weapon. Which is right here. Oops. What? Why are you trying to sell me stuff in the middle of me talking? You make the weapons right here. So you need, like, you know, those 3 dragons plus 600 Dragonite to make Flail of Suffering. Then you need the other 3 dragons plus 600 Dragonite to make the Watcher's Cleaver. And then you need the Flail of Suffering and the Watcher's Cleaver and 1200 Dragonite to make the Sinister Reaper, the Cynical Reaper. And then you can make Pandemonia over here, because it needs the Sinister Reaper. You don't use up the Sinister Reaper, remember? You don't use up the weapon. You don't use up the dragons. You still get to keep them. You just like it's like a reagent or something. Like, you need to have it in your inventory to create the dragon type of deal. I guess that's not a reagent. Whatever it is. But let's do it. I know that's what most people want to see, so let's open some dragon eggs, and then we'll get to everything else. Journey teams, week's preview for Leonis Empire, the roadmap. Let's look at the chat real quick, and then we'll start opening. I got enough to do 11 eggs. There's 6 dragons. I would like to have a little bit more, but I've been playing a new account, so I haven't been playing my main account as much. So I have enough for 11 eggs, while barely playing my main account for like 4 or 5 months. So I could have like way more. I should be able to open like 15 or 16 if I was actually playing my main account. But I'm busy doing a new account. So I'm only like trying to stay in my guild on my main account pretty much. But let's see what y'all are saying before I crack these eggs open, make an omelet. Alright, Sana, have a good one. Thank you so much. Yellow's broken, you think? Tyrion says, in order based on my magic, Diamantina 110 damage, Pandemonia 127 damage, Stellarix 162 damage, and Chrysantherax 175 damage. So Chrysantherax hits 50, does 50 more damage per enemy than Pandemonia. Which is mostly what you're using the dragons for, you know? You're going to hit all enemies and kill them, but I guess there's some situations where you'd want to curse and silence and curse and terror and stuff like that. Like you're facing really, really hard stuff, maybe. The new 6 dragon weapon is hella strong, too. That's almost the main thing I'm looking at. Like, as I'm looking at this stuff, it's like, whoa, I kind of want that weapon. The Sinister Reaper. Chad got the Corpse Tongue Dragon so far, the one that does Silence and Curse. Nice, you got the best one first, dude. Is that Vizinium? Alright, let's go. Let's crack these open. I got 11 chances. Can I get all 6 on the first day? I doubt it. But, you know, I'm not... If I have... Okay, so I have 11 Evil Dragon Eggs. For me, that means I'm probably not going to get all 6. I don't know how you all feel. If you had 11... You think you're going to get all 6? Have you played Gems of War for longer than a couple of months? It's like like when you have event keys and you're trying to get some mythic from a kingdom. You want like 5,000 event keys, not 1,000. You want 9,000 event keys, not 4,000. You want a lot. You want like way more than you actually need, because they love to screw you in this game. So to get 6 different dragons, I'd probably want something like 18 here, not 11. At least 12, 13, 14, something in the teens at least. The high teens is probably what I'd want. Like Tyrion said, how many did it take, Tyrion? How many eggs? 18? See what I mean? Took Tyrion 18 eggs. There's 6 dragons, 3 per. That sounds about right to me. 18. So I'm probably not getting it today. And I'm a streamer, a YouTuber. I'm probably not getting this Pandemonium today. But doesn't really matter. I'll probably just keep using Chrysantherax anyway. But it is nice to have all the new stuff. But anyway, enough stalling. Let's see what we get. Cranky Nose. And we got Cranky Nose. Okay, no more Cranky Nose, please. And I definitely can't, like, craft Pandemonia today. Even if I get all 6, like, I still have to make the 2 weapons, and then the other weapon, and then have enough for Pandemonia. So I'd probably have to get all 6 back to back to back without a dupe to be able to make Pandemonia today. It's like no freaking way. I got a Menhotrix. Forget what that one does. Is that the disease one, maybe? Alright, we got 2 different ones. That's a good start. Keep it going. Oh no, I got a duplicate already. Got another Amahotrix. Poop. Oh my god, I got 3 in a row. Isn't that the worst one too? Yeah, it's a stupid disease one. I got 3 of this one already. And I got this one. Freeze. Oh boy. At least I didn't get the bleed one, I guess. So far I got 3 of this one. And 1 of this one. Oh man. Who else is laughing out there? Keep laughing. I watch people and laugh too. It's fun. It's good for you. No matter how I make you laugh, as long as you're laughing, I don't care. Let's go. Another one. Ah. I wanted another Amahotrix. Come on. Amen Hotrix. Let's go. I want 50 of them. See, that's what you gotta do. When you keep getting like the same dragon, you gotta be like, I want another one, please. Please, dear Lord, give me another Amahotrix. I got Demi-Zerius. Which one's that? Ooh, I got the Death Mark one. Mist of Death. It looks like a, I don't know, a fart cloud or something. Alright, we can still do this. We got 3 of them. 3 different dragons. We need 3 more. We got 6 chances. Come on, Amahotrix. Let's go. I want another one. Ah, I got Hematrax. Poop. Poopy. Darn it. Alright, what do we got now? We got this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I need Runetheus and Visinium. I need like the best ones, pretty much, huh? Are these 2 the best 2, maybe? This guy's pretty good, though. Deathmark. Like, I would say this one and this one are the worst 2. And of course I got those. So Hematrax and Amahotrix are the 2 worst. And then after that, the best one is obviously this one. So if you want to put them in some sort of order, Visinium's the best. Amahotrix is the worst. Hematrax is the second worst. And then, I don't know, we gotta decide between Stun, Freeze, and Deathmark. I guess Deathmark might be second best. Stun, I mean, it depends. If you need to stun really bad, you know? This one looks really cool, too. And then Freeze, to be able to freeze the whole enemy team is, like, pretty cool if you're facing, like, a loopy team. So these 2 are, like, kind of situational. So I would say this is the best. This might be second best. Guess they're pretty close, like, tied for third almost. And then this is the next worst, that's the worst. Stalling. Alright, what are we looking for? What are we going to celebrate good times? Oh yeah, we need Runetheus or Visinium. Come on. I mean, please give me another Amahotrix. Please. I need 17 Amahotrixes, please. Yeah! Let's go! Another one. What's that, like 4? Let's go. Come on. Give me another one. Please. Please give me another Amahotrix. Please. I want 7. No! No! Stop it. I'm joking. Stupid game. Now it's getting too smart for me. It thinks I really want them. So it's giving me them. What's that, like 7 Amahotrixes now? It's not working anymore, Mr. Z. My reverse psychology is not working. Now I got 3 chances to get 2 dragons. I'm screwed. Alright. I'll just say nothing this time. Ugh! No, I only got 2 more chances, y'all. And that would just be to get all 6 dragons, and I'd have to save up, but like I'm not getting Pandemonium, so who cares, right? Oh no! Hey, Visinium! That's good. So I'm missing 1. No big deal. That's about what I was expecting. I got 5 of them. The hardest one to get's gonna be the last one, like, you know that. Because now you got all 6 are in the freaking drop table. You need just 1. The last one's going to be the hardest. So, I'm missing the coolest looking one. Missing the coolest looking one. The chains on it and stuff. Right? Let's go see. Oh, man. Now I'm gonna go complain on the forum, dude. I never complain on the forum. I'm a problem solver. If you need your problem solved, you come here. If you want to just go complain, go to the forum. This is the one I'm missing. If you want to keep playing the game the way you're playing it and not play it smarter, just go to the forum and complain. Alright, well, it is what it is. I got 5 of them. It's really not that crazy. Like, getting Chrysantherax was like a high priority because it was the best freaking dragon in the game. Hits the hardest, freaking awesome. Getting Pandemonia isn't really as imperative. It's just FOMO, kind of. But I'm going to work harder at it. We're almost done with the new account playthrough. And once we're done with that, I'm back full-time on the main account. So I'll be back to doing the Underspire and Vault events and stuff like that instead of just guild stuff. That's the dragons. I got 5 out of 6 with 11 eggs. If anybody was wondering. It's probably going to take at least twice. You're going to have to at least have 12. I was saying like high teens would have made me feel like I would get all 6. Like Tyrion said, it took him 18 eggs to get all 6. That's what I would expect too. Like, I'm not expecting to get all 6 dragons with 11 shots at it. It's 2, like every single time you hit the egg, you have a 1 in 6 chance. So you can't just have 6 eggs. You know, you can't even just have 12. Because every time you hit that button, you have a 1 in 6 chance, like, to get the one that you need. So now it's even harder than before because there's 5 of them that I already have, and I just need that one specific dragon. So every time I crack open an egg, that's why I don't buy Dragonite now. Like, I do not recommend you're not gonna see me going to the dungeon and buying the offer. I mean, you might now because I only need 1, but I probably still won't. Because I feel like it's flushing gems down the toilet. Because you'll just keep getting duplicates. Like, go ahead, keep buying this Dragonite. Keep going to the PvP and wasting gold marks. And then keep opening eggs and getting duplicates. Like, does it not feel like you're flushing gems down the toilet? Like, you're wasting your money buying scratch-off tickets? But, you know, I'll just get it, like, through Perfect Dungeons and Underspire and Vault Event, Dragonite Gnomes. And then I'll feel better when I open them because I earned it and I didn't waste gems. So that's what I would recommend for most people is just Dungeon and Vault Event mostly. And then play everything else. Play the Underspire, do the guild events all the way through. Like, play the single-player events. Like, play the game while you're supposed to play it. Don't go wandering off into Explore 12 or something. Or pet rescues during a Vault event. Like, stop doing that. Stop gold farming, soul farming, and you'll probably get more Dragonite. And then you'll be able to get the dragons. But yeah, let's, you know, go regularly scheduled programming now. We need to do the journey event. So let me grab my mail. Oh, I forgot to give to the guild. I'm dumb. I'm gonna be redundant today. Alright, that's good stuff from good guild, right? Like, who got Pandemonium today? I know Tyrion did. Did anybody else get it, or where are you at? Like, how many dragons did you get? Like, I know Chad got Visinium, which is a good one. I know Tyrion got Pandemonia. Like, what'd everybody else do? Like, how'd you guys do? Are you still working on a different dragon? That's perfectly fine. As long as you're not complaining on the forum, that's perfectly fine. Because that's the only person I'm talking about. I'm not, you know... If you want to play the game however you want, as long as you're not, like, complaining about it, right? Do whatever you want to do. It's a video game. But as long as you're not, like, complaining on the forum about how you're getting duplicate eggs and stuff, like, that's your own fault. Probably. I need to give to the guild. I'm stupid. Guild. I was hoping for, like, 11 Amenhotrixes, please. I would like 11 Amenhotrix. That'd be great. And I could make a team of all Amenhotrix. That'd be great. 54% right here, so I'm going to do this one. Oh, we complete it. So, here we go. And let's go to the other one that's on 11, complete that. And that's how much I'm gonna give. I just need to give 1 million. Let's see if, I think his name was it Mike James? Who was it? I wonder if they got in the guild. Yeah, there he is. Somebody asked in my comments to join my guild, and I got them in. Shout out to Mike James. Already kicking butt. Now I gotta go get my mail. I'm redundant. Sorry. Justice for Cinny. Alright, let's see what y'all are saying since I asked. About to jump on the forum. Don't tempt fate. Mr. Z says mine was not bad at all. Took only 9 eggs to get the 6 dragons. Wow, good job. Beg says 7 eggs, 4 new. That's pretty, you know, what you should expect, I would say. That's pretty good, actually. You know, open 7 eggs, get 4 different dragons. That's better than like 50-50 or whatever. Mr. Z says, well, other than the dragons, you need Dragonite. Also, for the 3 weapons, you need a lot of Dragonite. I am 500 Dragonite short from crafting the final weapon. Then need another 1,200 for Pandemonia. I guess I'll be buying Dragonite. Yeah, that's a good time. That's a good time. I'm not saying it's never a good idea to buy Dragonite. I'm saying when you're going for random eggs, that's the time. Like, there's... Some people probably hear, like, never buy... He says never buy Dragonite. He says never do pets. Like, stop hearing that. Like, listen... Not you, but some people. You know me. I'm talking about people that aren't even here, like always. When I say don't buy Dragonite, I mean don't buy Dragonite to open random eggs. Once you have all 6 dragons, like, go for it. Now you know exactly what that Dragonite's going towards. You're spending your gems wisely then, because you know I'm going to get the weapon, then I'm going to get the other weapon, then I'm going to get the awesome weapon that's better than Dawnbringer and Dustbringer, then I'm going to get Pandemonia. I know exactly what I'm getting with my gems and whatever. By all means, go buy as much Dragonite as you want after you get all 6 dragons. But before then, when you're opening random eggs over and over and getting duplicates, like, it feels stupid to me to be buying Dragonite and then wasting it on a duplicate dragon again. Like, doesn't it feel like, literally, like, just think to yourself, how does this feel? When I spend all this time buying Dragonite from the dungeon or from offers or from merchants or whatever, or even with gold marks in the PvP, whatever you're doing, and then you open an egg and you get another duplicate. How does it feel to you? Like, doesn't it feel like you're flushing your gems, like, right down the toilet with a power flush? Because that's how it would feel to me, so... And then it's not even that important to get this Pandemonia, like... I think the weapon's better than anything, like... If you got Visinium, like, already, that one's pretty cool. Like, that might be the best one. If you have Visinium, then you shouldn't feel super pressed to get Pandemonium, other than, like, getting that cool weapon, maybe. Alright, we did that. Let's go into the shop, just in case this troop is any good for the event. You never know. Sometimes we do get a good troop here. This camel looks like the same exact camel from the other guy, the Journey guy. Is it just the camel without, like, a face thing on, without a guy on its back? 'Cause that's what it looked like. It didn't take very much time to make the camel look different from the other camel. Unless the dude's riding Caravan Camel, I don't know. You'll see what I mean in a sec. Go here, Journey, shop. See that camel right there? It just looks like, you know how, like, when professional wrestlers, they go out there and their name is, like, Mike Jones and they're just, like, in tighty whities, and then, like, they come out later and they have a mask on, but it's still Mike Jones and his tighty whities? That's what this camel looks like. It's like Mike Jones and with a mask on. Still just, like, with tighty whities, though. He looks exactly the same except for he put a little mask on his face. Like, they didn't even take time to make the camels look a little bit different or something. It could have been a different color camel. It could have color swapped them or something, maybe. But maybe he's riding that same exact camel. He just put a mask on for some reason. But yeah, and the Journey, it's Journey event, so we're going to buy up to the weapon at least, like usual. My new account's even doing that now. My new account's level 800 something, and it's buying up to the weapon with ease. I completed Sea of Sorrow also, but I gotta admit it was pretty hard. Like, I get it if you're having trouble getting all rewards on a weekend faction event with a newer account, like under level 1000. Like, I had to really, like, it was boring hard though. It wasn't like fight to fight, losing troops and having to really pay attention like Guild Wars hard. It was more like boring hard. Like, oh man, I gotta keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Every fight was slow, and it took forever. But I also skipped Friday, so that might have been part of the problem. My horde level, I put it up on like 133 eventually. So like on my main account, I can go to 155 or 177, and I start on Friday, do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, split it over 3 days. I have stronger troops, more magic, more stats. On my new account, I skipped Friday so I could show it on Saturday. Then I had to do it over 2 days with a low horde level and low stats, so then it felt really like boringly hard. But let's buy up to this weapon. This weapon is Spear of the Oasis. Deal damage to an enemy, boosted by blue allies and human allies. Those suck. But you want to buy up to it anyway. Remember, it's just a good deal. It's like getting a free plunger when you're buying your toilet paper. Might as well. Why don't you take the plunger too? Alright, so we got the weapon. Let's go make some teams. Do highest miles, because why not? Unless you're... Man, my new account might do lowest miles. Really doesn't matter, I don't think. If you're a lower level player and you're just trying to do your share for cleaner air, you might just do lower miles and you keep it easier longer. If you're a big boy now and you don't wear diapers or pull-ups anymore, you'll do highest miles. Got a human restrictione with a blue human. So we're only allowed to use Smurfs. What a stupid joke. What an idiot. Yeah, Tyrion, imagine I had 7 more to open with just 1 left. That'd have been great. Yeah, Mr. Z, I totally agree with that, too. Yeah, I mean, if you have overabundance of resources, go for it, too, as well. Like, there's definitely caveats and exceptions to the rule. Alright, so I think the best options here, looking like Tesla or Ulf. I like these two the most. I'm not a... Like, the Mythics, this guy's alright. But why use him when you can do true damage? You know? Like, Possessed King might be a good addition to the team, maybe? I'm looking at Tesla and Ulf. Ulf only hits 3, but... you don't have Tesla type of stuff. So far, Tesla... looking like one of the best, obviously. If you can use Chrysanthrax, you use it. If you can use Ruby Weapon, you use it. So if you have Tesla, you're probably going to use it. But this is the Journey Troop. We have to use this, because that's how it works. This guy will give you more miles per fight, which just makes every fight more valuable and worth more points. So it's smart to get this guy fully traded and fully fullied. So let's do that. Put him on the team. It's just like any other event. You need the raid boss killer for the raid event. You need the tower killer for the tower event. You need the bounty captain for the bounty event. You need the doomed weapon for the Tower of Doom. You need the journey. You need the pathfinder for the journey event. Just like any other event. Let's get them fullied by using orbs. So I have lots of orbs. It's kind of like Tyrion saying he has so many resources that he might as well buy a Dragonite. I have so many orbs, I might as well mythic this thing like this. And, you know, max upgrade. I never know exactly how many blue orbs I need, so I, like, upgrade it, then orb it, then upgrade it again. Feels redundant, but making sure I don't use too many blue orbs. Alright, he has to go on the team. Get a boo. Get a boo. He does damage to an enemy, then creates 2 blue gems boosted by human allies. 100% chance to summon a caravan camel on death, so I guess maybe that is caravan camel. Maybe I was a little too harsh. It's like Drake Rider riding the Drake. But why does he have a mask on when somebody's riding him? Is he embarrassed of a dude on his back? Think we're gonna use Tesla. I mean... we'll see, though. What about weapons? We have Ruby Weapon. Ruby Weapon? Ruby Weapon does true damage and explodes. So I always look for ruby weapon. That's like the best weapon in the game. Is it the... What am I doing? A to Z, right? Is it the... Yeah, there it is. Ruby weapon, Gindabu. We need some mana generation. Blue humans for mana generation. What do you do there? If it's like nothing, then you might want to just try to use Tesla and skip the ruby weapon. Yeah, I don't really see anything. We got the devoted. Is there anything empowered? Nope. No empower troops. Can't use Holy Santa Astra. She's not blue. Queen Jezebel gives mana to all their allies other than myself. I might have to use a weapon for...
Time to talk. I'm busy here.
Instead, you know? I think I'm gonna do wand. We need some mana generation. Start like that. I changed my mind. We need to use our hero for mana generation because there's no good mana generators for the troops, right? Unless you guys call one out. Like, that's not known. I mean, Possessed King's okay, especially with Wand of Stars. He might be like a good, like right here. Queen Jezebel's okay, but you know you got to get 15 mana up first and then cast her, right? I don't really consider that a good mana generator when you have to get them all the way up first and they're decently high mana cost. We'll look one more time. Because it'd really be cool to use Ruby Weapon and Tesla. But I don't think we're going to be able to. Quarter of their mana. Some of these troops I don't even remember. Yeah, it's looking like no good mana generators for real. I'm gonna go with this, I think, for my... I don't know if you'd call this a high-level team. It's kind of like a hybrid high-level, mid-level team. Let's say Tesla, Wand of Stars, Gindabu, and the Possessed King. He's really just on the team for the points. We could even put him in last slot if we wanted to. But Possessed King's only really here for his third trait. So we'll leave him in third slot. Okay, as far as banner goes, we are using all blue troops. So if the restriction's blue, you might as well start with the blue banner. And then red on all top of those top threes. So let's do red, red, blue. And we'll minus brown or something. Maybe green. No, not green. Let's do brown. I like that. I like the sore ass banner better. Alright, class. We got Tesla, we got Ruby, we got Wand of Stars, Gindabu, Possessed King. I mean, I don't like any blue or red classes for like a fast start type of thing. So I'll probably just go like Titan early. I don't know. I think you can do whatever class you want. Just any 50% start class that you need to level. Since I have all mine leveled, I'll just go with Titan for the example. Like, is there any, like, blue... I always ask this, but there's any blue... I think Frostmage... Does Frostmage have... Let's look at Frostmage real quick. I think you have to choose, right? Between the Storm and the 50% start. Like, this doesn't even have a... It has Water Mastery, I guess. I'm always looking for a blue class with a 50% start. And I can never find one. Like, Assassin doesn't have a 50% start. What about Tidecaller? That might be the best one for this team. Looked at Frost Mage. Frost Mage would be okay. Tidecaller. Explode a blue gem when matching 4 more gems. Submerge myself when I take damage. 50% start. And Water Mastery. Alright, I think this might be the best. We'll have Tidecaller and Possess King, so we'll have a lot of mana generation. And a 50% start. So I'm going to go Tidecaller, I think. So this would be probably the best team that you could do, in my opinion. Tesla, Wand of Stars, Gindabu, the Possess King. And if your Tesla starts dying, just move it down under the Wand of Stars, cast the Wand of Stars twice. The way we got it now, we're hoping we only have to cast it once. See how it goes, and then I'll make a less high-level team. Alright, got the Wand. And then the Tesla. Watch yourself. But looking at my hiney. Are you looking at my hiney? Should probably have an Anu on. Watch yourself. Look in the mirror at yourself. Let's do that. Alright, we'll do a few more fights as examples for the best team you could ever use in the history of the world for a journey event. So fast! Lightning fast! Roadrunner fast! Super duper! Best team ever, super fast! Blink and you'll miss it.
Mana surge.
Oh, we missed. Lightning fast. Journey event team. Blink and you miss it. Lightning fast. Super duper. Alright, let's do one more fight, because that fight sucked. I want to end on a good fight. I want to edit so all the fights look good. I'm going to just choose the fastest looking fights for everything. Like that one. Save that one, guys. I'm going to put it on our video. That made it look good. So we'll cut that. We'll put that one in. But let's cut out that last fight. We can do some creative editing. Make all the make them all look good. Live streams just reveal all your warts. Make you have to show every fight. And, like, bring the team out of your own brain. I don't like that. I want to have a team. I want to be able to just copy-paste the team in and then show it just doing good on every fight. And I'd have to do a pre-recorded video for that. Live streams just don't let you. I don't know why I always just do live streams. Alright, Tesla, Wand of Stars, Gindabu, and the Possess King. That's what I think is the best team you could do. Tesla, one of the best troops in the game. True damage to all. Amazing whenever you can use it. Wand of Stars, best mana generating weapon in the game. So boom, boom, right here. You have to use this. So after these three, Possess King, just always a really good fourth slot if you don't need something else. Can give you a little bit of extra mana. I want a Tidecaller for 50% start, and we can explode blue gems when we do 4 or 5 gem matches. So we get a little bit of, like, it's Possess King plus Tidecaller. It's all thoughtful and synergetic. Now, Gindabu is blue and red, but we don't care. We're not going to be casting it, so we don't care. It's just there for the points. Alright, let's try to make a slightly lower level team. Remember, you could do Ruby Weapon. I just don't know what you're going to do for mana generation. Let's take Tesla off. We need Gindabu. Let's make a team without the wand as well. Let's just make a whole new team here. I'll try to make like a low level team now. It's going to be harder though, because we don't... Like, what are we going to use for our weapon? We still need probably mana generation. But we could try like something less crazy. What's a good blue mana generating weapon? Osha's Tome, Jar of Eyes. Those are two that come to mind. for blue weapons. Jar of Ice has a summon. It blows up brown. That could be good for a low-level player just to make sure they don't die. And it's pretty easy to get, right? If you don't have that, use Osha's Tome. If you have Wand of Stars, use Wand of Stars. So Wand of Stars, Osha's Tome, Jar of Eyes are my 3 recommendations for weapons, for blue weapons. These two have blue storms too, so like the Jar of Eyes and the Osha's Tome, I think both have blue storms, and every troop on your team is going to be blue, so that's just helpful. So that's a good way to get around like the 50% start blue storm thing. You use a weapon with the blue storm, and then you use a class with a 50% start. I think Jar of Eyes is pretty good. Gindabu. This is our lower level team. Cannot use mythics. Do Ulf if you have it. Let's try to not, though. What else can we do? Could probably just do 3 Gendabus if you really wanted to. Make your hero... You'd have to make your hero human, though, at that point. If you're going to go all in on the semi-loopage. Man, I don't know. None of this stuff looks good to me. This kind of sucks. Alright, what would you do, y'all? Like, if you did not have Tesla, if you didn't have Ruby Weapon, what would you do? Could do the Devoted would kind of help. We need some more damage, though. We got, like, so much mana generation and no damage right now. Would be, like, the best damage dealer that's not... That's, like, epic and under for this. Really? I mean, Night Coronet's alright, but now the Devoted's there. About to just do, About to just do... Off Harrigan. But it's not really low level, you know? What is my new account gonna do, you guys? That's the problem. I have to do Rope Dart on my new account. I don't know if I have Ulf or not on my new account. Anyway, this will be the other team. If you don't have none of this stuff, check out my new account tomorrow, because I'll have to make a really low level team tomorrow. But for today, this is gonna be our 2 teams. So if you have everything, use Tesla and Wand of Stars. If you don't have Tesla, then use Ulf Harrigan. Hopefully you have that. If you don't have either one of those, come to the stream tomorrow. I'll be on my new account, and I'll have to figure something out. It's probably going to be Rope Dart, though, is what I'm guessing, because I have Rope Dart on my new account. I know that, and that's a blue weapon. And I'll just have to, like, build a team, or Gindabu, Rope Dart, Devoted, and something else. I don't know. I'm hoping I have Ulf on my new account, though. I'm not sure. Alright, what order do we put these in? It's cool that he has the 100% chance to summon the Caravan Camel, and then we also have the summon here. We need Ulf up a little further, probably. He's going to do most of the damage early. Yeah, let's do it like that, maybe. Let's do it like that. Alright, banner. We need blue, of course. And then we want to get up our weapon, I would say. So green. Blue, green, minus a color we're not using. We got blue, brown, green, yellow, red. We're missing purple. Of course they don't have it. Wonderful. Could do brown, blue. That's not bad, because Ulf's our best damage dealer anyway. And then class. Could probably go Tidecaller again. That wouldn't be bad. Could do Titan to make a bunch of brown fall early, and then we'll cast the Jar of Eyes, and then a bunch of blue will fall after. I'll just stick with Tidecaller. I think that might be the best for blue. Alright, here's my slightly lower level team. Slightly. It's 2 options. Hopefully you have one of the 2. All Farragon hits 3, and then Gindabu can finish off the 4th or something. You have lots of, you got Gindabu. Gindabu's going to be on every team anyway, but it's you pretty much have 5 troops here, because Gindabu has a 100% chance to bring in that Caravan Camel. And then, we got the Jar of Eyes that can summon as well. Shouldn't be too bad. Probably gonna cast Devoted on blue. There you go. That's the 2nd best team I can make. 2nd best team ever. Super duper. Amazing. Super size. Instant death. Jar of Eyes. Blue Storm. All Farragon. And we'll do like a couple more fights here so you get the idea. Then we're going to do the weekly preview for Leonis Empire. We got the roadmap as well. The roadmap wasn't super cool. Like, I don't know. I'll read it though. Do yellow, sure. Let's get brown and brown. Alfie Poo. If you want Gindabu to do more blue spawn, you'd have to make your hero a human. Alright, last fight. And we're done with Journey. Journey's a good event. You should do all the guild events to full completion, if possible, but Journey has books. It's really important. An extra turn. Alfie Poo. Alfie Poo. Alright, there you go. I think I already showed that. Oops! I guess we're doing another fight. I didn't mean to do that. Mistakes were made. I sat on the toilet backwards. Now what? Brown? Cool. Alright, don't click another fight. I was going to show the team code again, because I'm redundant. There you go. So you have to use Gindabu. I think Tesla or Ruby Weapon, and then if you don't have those, All Farragon. Wanda Stars is good, Osha's Tome is good, Jar of Eyes is good. The Devoted's like the only other thing that can mana generate, kind of, so all the troops I showed you are probably the best troops that you could use. And you could just combination of those, whatever you have. For the journey. And rope darts out there too, if you just like need to mang it, if you know what I mean. Like, you have nothing and you're just a beginner trying to get some points, you might have to mang it. So you might have to rope dart it. Which might be what I have to do tomorrow on my new account. But rope dart is a blue weapon if you really need it. You'd have to do rope dart, Gindabu, Devoted, something else. Alright, let me read this roadmap real quick. We are in Leonis Empire, right? Right here. I'll run a trial again. And I'll try to quickly, because it wasn't like super interesting, but let's catch up in the chat too. Let me catch up in the chat too. Mr. Z says, luckily one of my dupes was Viz, so at least I got a useful second copy. I have 107k gems, and the daily offers are not putting a dent in it, so I can afford to... Well, I'm glad you're doing that. Some people just have a giant stack of gems and aren't putting them to use. You know how, like, smart rich people have a bunch of money and they like make their money make more money. That's what you do with a big stack of gems too. Like you buy offers, you buy stuff that you need with the gems. You don't just keep stacking gems up. So I'm glad you're doing that. Kieran says, yeah, I'd be the first to say most players shouldn't buy like me. I have it like that and not much left to buy. They get so lazy on this week's true part, I know. Dude on a camel. It might be the same camel, but why'd the camel put a mask on? Is it embarrassed? Holiday hangover. Yeah, I don't really like any of the art for like this week's Leonis Empire, like troops. Not really, you know. I like the dragons. The dragon art's cool. So usually I love their art. Like, it's one of the best things about this game is, like, a lot of their art. But lately it's been kind of weird, some of it. Can't think of, like, the bird ones they had. Remember that week where it was a bunch of birds? I thought that was, like, a bunch of weird-looking art. Then this week with the camels and the dude, like, this week doesn't look very good. Like, they're real hit and miss lately. They used to be, like, every time it looked awesome, you know? But they got good art. Maybe they switched people or something? Daniel Lucas got 5 out of the 6 dragons from your 12 eggs. Sounds just like me. Good job. I got the same thing from 11. I probably would have got another Amenhotrix if I had 12. Mr. Z says, would it have killed them to make one of the dragons from Leonis? Underspire is going to suck so much this week, right? Oh yeah, I'll do the Underspire later too. Tyrion says, ironically, I got a Possessed King from just buying sigils in the event shop. That's cool. Been a while since you got a free mythic. I know. There's this one time in Mana Bombers, okay, and they still kicked me out of the guild. I did a legendary task and got Ironhawk for the entire guild. They're like such like brainwashed Stockholm Syndrome forum people over there. Mana Bombers like turned into that. They turned into like brainwashed Stockholm Syndrome forum people. As cool people left and a different guild leader and like people just got, it was weird over there. So, you know, I could be Paragon, I could, you know, get everybody Ironhawk. They didn't care. I could bring the best people in the guild like Mark Nugent and Ali, and they don't. What did you do for me lately? You know, there's some of those people. They forget, like their brains are so tiny they can't remember anything past today or yesterday. He said stuff on YouTube. You know, a couple of 100 people heard him about this stupid guild. Who cares? You're dumb. Need a class with Death Tree. Jets is here. I'm like way behind in the chat. Tyrion says Necromancer, Assassin both have blue and half start. Okay. I didn't think Assassin did. Got an alter ego Seni from Evil Eggs. Nice. Yeah, I think Tie Collar was pretty good though, Tyrion. It does have a... Yeah, that's what I thought. Assassin doesn't.
Mana surge.
What's he really doing with that camel? Right? He's embarrassed, man. That camel's embarrassed at whatever's happening. I swear I've looked for a 50% start blue class before. You might be right about Necromancer, but I think Assassin doesn't have a 50% start. More people would use it if it did have a 50% start. And if it does have a 50% start, it's on the same tree, like the same level as the Storm. Like there are some like that. I think Necromancer is the one. So I think both of your options, like thank you for mentioning them because they're pretty close. But I think Assassin doesn't have a 50% start. Like go double check. And then Necromancer does, but it's on the same level as the Storm. So it's hard to get like a blue Storm and a 50% start. You pretty much have to use Jar of Eyes or Osha's Tome and then use like a 50% start class. That's what I've figured out. I mean, I might be missing something still. I don't know like the ins and outs of every single class, especially the crappy ones, but... Alright, did we lose? We lost. Yeah, it doesn't have a blue Storm, but it's exploding blue gems on a 4 or 5 gem match, so I went with that instead. Especially with the first team with the Possessed King. I like Possessed King with Tidecaller because it's just like a bunch of explosions. Let's help them out here. Wonder if they would have done that. Am I smarter than the AI? Alright, we're getting into the 2026 January through June roadmap. Happy New Year's, adventurers! Hope the holiday season treated you all well, and getting your sleeping habits readjusted to return to work life was only mildly difficult. Ha ha. To start off the new year, we wanted to share with you a small top-level overview of the first 6 months of major events. As always, everything is subject to change, and possibly without getting a chance to share that change beforehand. Gems of War 2026 Roadmap, a quick overview of what is to come over the next 6 months. January, PvP Season, Trouble, Guild Wars Divine. February, Lunar New Year Holiday Event, Campaign Altar of Malice, Valentine's Advent, Guild Wars Blue. March, 9.1 update, so we know I think the most important thing that they tell you in this is that the 9.1 update isn't until March, and it's going to be called Astral Spires or something, not Bastions. So they completely dumped the Bastions thing. So that's if you're ever in those like deep spoiler threads, you know, things are subject to change. People were talking about Bastions for so long, and now it doesn't even matter because they're got thrown in the toilet. But 9.1 update in March, Astral Spire, formerly Bastions, I guess. Legends Reborn, Pan's Veil, Guild Wars Zhejian. So we're going to have Guild Wars Divine restriction in January, Guild Wars Blue restriction in February, then Guild Wars Zhejian in March, which are 3 good ones in a row, so can't really complain about that. Divine's going to be pretty easy. Blue, you have every blue troop in the game. Zhejian is goblins. April, though, Easter Advent, Spring Holiday Event, and Guild Wars Sword's Edge. So that'll get a little harder with Sword's Edge there. May, we have the Community Survey, Campaign to be announced, PvP Season Wild, Legends Reborn KZeal, and Guild Wars to be announced. June, we have Summer Holiday Event and Guild Wars. So they pretty much didn't put anything in June, just the Summer Holiday Event. Why'd they even include it? You'll be quick to spot that our new update 9.1 is currently expected to be released in March. Formerly known as Bastions, is now Astral Spire. We plan to launch a blog closer to the release of the update, which will provide a more detailed explanation of Astral Spire. In the meantime, here's what we can share. Astral Spire will introduce a new way for players to upgrade a variety of their skills and bonuses, ranging from increasing a hero's attack or life to unlocking opponent debuffs and gaining additional bonuses in some weekly events. With plans in the future to introduce seasonal and limited skill bonuses for events such as campaigns and the Underspire. We are also overhauling and removing the adventure path system and replacing it with the library. You knuckleheads. You knuckleheads. Doo-doo faces. They're changing the beginning of the game again. I'm telling you, they watch my channel. I'm conceited and I'm the main character of the world. So they watch my channel, and every time I do a new account playthrough, they gotta change something at the beginning of the game. We're also overhauling and removing the adventure path system and replacing it with the library. This is an updated level 1 to 50 tutorial system for new players. To more clearly introduce them to the various game modes and systems Gems of War has. Already above level 50? Then the library will retroactively mark it as completed. You won't need to replay the tutorials to be able to collect the rewards. For those who have an active Adventurer's Pass For those who have an active Adventurer's Pass subscription active at the time, or any unspent adventure keys at the time of the update, don't worry, you will still receive all your rewards. That's just a small teaser of what is ahead for 9.1, as well as the first half of the year. Keep an eye out for our Astral Spire blog, releasing in March. Please save any questions till that blog is released, as this is as much as we can share for now. So something new called the Astral Spire is coming. And they're changing the beginning of the game and getting rid of the adventure path system and replacing it with the library, which is a 1 to 50 tutorial system for new players. So the update's in March. It's called Astral Spire. And they're going to change, like in March, I think in March they're also going to do the library thing. Other than that, though, we got to see the Guild Wars, like Divine, January, Blue, February, Zhejian, March, Sword's Edge, April. And then, like, everything else, like, we already kind of knew. PvP season, of course, is going to change. The campaign, of course, is going to change. Who cares? Valentine's holiday event in February. Spring holiday event in April. Summer holiday event in June. Community survey in May. So, nothing too special. That's what I was saying. Except for the Astral Spire 9.1. Update March. So, they could have been like, that's what they could have wrote. Here's the spoilers that you care about. Ready? 9.1 update is going to be in March. It's called Astral Spire. Also, the next few Guild Wars are going to be Divine in January, Blue in February, and Zaijin in March. That's all they should have wrote. Oh yeah, and we're changing the beginning of the game again, so Cynical can jump out the window. Yeah, it's easy to forget with 38 classes, right? I don't know what Bastions were. I just kept hearing about them. Like, we heard about the evil dragons forever. Looks like we won. Yay. Alright. So that was that. Another new thing. Let me bring up the calendar, too, because we're going to have to look at that in a second. Sorry that I'm not playing the game at the moment. But I will be soon. Okay. That calendar's wrong. It's this one. Alright, got it. Alright, let's go. So now, we gotta do the weekly preview. So, we start with the Soul Forge, which we kind of already did. Kinda. We opened eggs. I opened 11 evil dragon eggs. I got 5 different dragons. I did not get the one with the chains on it. The coolest looking one. But I did get Visinium, and I got 50 copies of Amenhotrix. It was funny. Go watch it. But otherwise, the mythics and the legendaries right now. What do we got? Oh, you know what? Also, they did not put the floral dragons into the Soul Forge. Maybe they'll do that like 9.1 update or something. I'm hoping. I was hoping with the introduction of the evil dragon eggs that they would put the floral dragons in for you guys that don't have Chrysantherax, because I don't need them. But I was hopeful for everybody else that they would put the floral dragons into the rotation for the Soul Forge so you could craft the last one that you need or whatever, you know? But they haven't yet. I think they were... The floral dragons came out in March 2025. The updates in March 2026. So my next best guess is that they're going to put the floral dragons into the Soul Forge when the 9.1 update comes out. So March. If anybody needs that, if you're still looking for floral, if you have 5 of the 6 floral dragons and you're patient enough to wait like 2 months, like they might get put into the, just save up your Dragonite, and then you still might have to wait after that because they're just going to keep adding more and more dragons here, you know? Like right now there's a Maldrin in the Soul Forge. This one is the green dragon for Diamantina. You need it. The mythics. Let's go to the top. Alright, the mythics we have Ferris Ra, Labara, Sagittarian, Nipplefops, and the Decaying Queen. They're all doo-doo. Decaying Queen, okay? Ugh. These are like some of my least favorite mythics, honestly. Decaying Queen, Sagittarian. Just showing off his nipples. He's so proud of them. Labara's bad, right? Or, could you imagine? You're just trying to kill some enemies and you get 82 life. It has no good traits, pretty much. Spell block's like okay. Labara I hate. I think this troop sucks. Ferris Ra no longer needed if you're playing the game right. It might be better than freaking Labara and Sagittarian, though. Watch Ferris Ra be the best one here. Scatter damage boosted by decaying gems. Convert 6 green gems to decaying gems. That thing kind of sucks, right? I'm going to say Ferris Ra's the best one here. This would never happen any other week, but the mythics suck so bad, you should not craft any of them. This might be the best one. I guess maybe Nipplefobs might be a little bit better, maybe. This thing does yellow to purple. Which it does use purple, but it only hits one enemy. Reminds me of like Ares almost. Ares hits one enemy, if they die or something, explodes the board. It's not exactly the same, but it's pretty bad. This is it used to be used for the 150% bonus souls from battle, right? So back in the day, it was like an A tier mythic. But if you take that away, like we don't need a soul farm anymore, and that doesn't matter, like imagine that's just some other stupid trait. And then it has no good traits, and then it just transforms yellow to purple and does damage to one enemy. Like, that's not great. That's like a D plus mythic or something. Maybe a C minus. At least it uses purple. At least you could get an extra turn. But other than that, it's pretty bad. Let me just tell you why they're all bad. This one's bad because of the ore. You know, I like when enemies hit all enemies. I like when troops hit all enemies. But first of all, it's physical. It's not true. Second of all, it's ore, so you don't know what's going to happen. It could just add life to all allies, and then you need to get another 22 mana before you can cast it again. Then it could add life to all allies again. And it also has a 50% spell reduction, so that one sucks. Sagittarian does true damage to one enemy, and then ore. I hate ores. Steal 10 magic, steal life, or steal armor. So it hits one enemy, probably doesn't kill it. Maybe it kills it, but then it steals 20 armor. With nothing but a light storm, so he's not very good either. And Decaying Queen, scatter damage, pretty weak. Imagine that split up amongst 4 enemies. That's like 20 damage per enemy. 6 green to Decaying is not going to get an extra turn. And then it does nothing else. It has shitty traits. So this one's butt also. It has cool troop art though. So all these mythics suck. Just keep saving. The legendaries. But they're out of the way, you know. We'll get something better. Winter Imps. These are just kind of for collection purposes. We don't really use them for very much. Sylvanamora is really old. It's not horrible, but it's not good either. It's kind of like Ferris Ra. Maybe slightly better. It's like a C tier legendary, maybe. C plus, maybe. It's better than Ferris Ra, probably. Vidar the Vast. Pretty poopy. And First Claw Mahes. Pretty poopy. Like everything in the Soul Forge is doo-doo, so you should probably just keep saving. Concentrate on the evil dragons, I guess. Hopefully there's good weapons. And the Soul Forge changes on Friday, so we don't have to wait as long. We got a bunch of doo-doo mythics and legendaries out of the way. Out of the drop table, out of the pool, so they won't be showing up next week. Alright, weapons. Get this one in the journey event. Don't get it here. If I don't mention them, they're always here. Lion's Reach. Explodey for Leonis Empire. If you don't have it, you should probably grab it. Doomed Promise is a doomed PP ring. It's doo-doo. King's Dagger Explodey for Rogues. That one's pretty good. If you have the other one, get this one. These are always here. Fleur de Lion. This one's sneaky, like, okay. I'd rather see you get the Explodies, but does heavy splash to an enemy. If they're stunned, explode 4 gems. It's not definitely not, like, a good weapon, but it's not horrible. It's, like, a decent weapon. Chris Hook. Tool for your tool belt. Let's go. If you're doing Leonis Empire for every troop on your team, it would be a good weapon to use. If you're not, then it's not a good weapon to use. You'd have to use War Priest to use that weapon properly. This one sucks. It's another one, you have to be human, so sometimes you might use this one with like a Tesla team. So you have your hero with War Priest or something. You have Tesla, Holy Saint Astra, then you make blue and yellow. The blue goes into Tesla, and you get her up, and you cast her. So that one's not as good as the Explodies, but it's probably better than the other, like, the other one, Chris Hook. Yeah. Golden Sun. No. But hey, you know, weapons you kind of just get, if you don't have them, you kind of just get them for collection purposes. Even my new account's been able to do that so far. Jewels will get low, like if you do too much. You kind of do want to try to, if they, like I got Rope Dart, I got Norbert's Turnip. 1 week I like really needed a weapon really bad, so I got like an explodey weapon or something. You might have to do it like every other week, but try to get the best weapon that you don't have, because it doesn't cost very much, you know, to get a weapon. It's 300 diamonds and some jewels, especially if you're getting like the best weapon each week. And then you'll have like the next time it comes around, you'll have something for the events and stuff like that. But if you can't do it every week, you know, try to do it every other week or something, or at least get like the rope darts and the Norbert's turnips and whatnot. But this week there's no like rope dart or Norbert's turnip. So if you had to skip this week, it wouldn't be too bad. But if you're gonna get something, get the explodey weapons, and then get the tool for your tool belt weapons, I guess. That's the Soul Forge. Let's look at the shop. Got the Caravan Camel. 11 blue, green, a Leonis Empire Beast, destroy a row, deal damage to a random enemy, boosted by blue gems destroyed. A random enemy. Bonus blue, though, like you might use it here or there for like class event maybe or something. But not great. We got blue, green, which is good because let's say you're a beginner and you haven't fully traded Queen Beatrix yet. Queen Beatrix uses blue-green. So you can just grab it here. Instead of farming Explorer or something, you can do this. What else are you going to do with your glory? Get your Spoils of War, get your Glory Shop Troop, and as you get your Glory Shop Troop, you get a bunch of trait stones of a different color every week. And then you have enough trait stones to trait stuff. So my new account I think my new account does need like some green-blue for something. It's not Queen Beatrix, but we'll go see. Blue doo doo boo boo boo. This is important for like more like beginners and early mid game than end game players. You guys already have enough like orange orbs or trait stones to fully trait stuff, but you know, for like beginners and early mid game, you might need these trait stones. You could submerge here to Tsunami. You rally with the Poison Gaze. Lilia has nothing. I don't know why I'm talking about her. I thought she was something else. Midwinter Lycan's the one. Freeze and Terror. Possess King we're using on our team, and we're only using it because we have Unstable Possession. Lord of Slaughter. Savage Strike. Vashtagon is a curse. Zarg Boompile, you're probably not going to use it unless you have this third trait. I mean, you might, but... Haunted Doll was the one, I think. Maybe not. She has some decent traits. They're not like, you don't have to have her traits, but if you're going to use her, like Geomancer, Construct, like mana generating thing, you might as well have the 45% chance to dodge skull damage and the 25% spell reduction, you know? King Averlorn, 50% start for elves. King Minos, 50% start for Taurus. Queen Beatrix, Royal Honey. Christinex has the gain enchant when matching purple. Web Spinner has the lethal toxin. You see how many there are? Like, I probably need to go get... If I have Web Spinner, I need to go get it fully traded. There's like a decent amount. Maybe there's... Like, Mercy's empowered. There's some really important troops that are like blue-green. So, just make sure you have them all fully traded. Veneratus is another one. Anyway, most of y'all don't need that information, but my new account does, so... Alright, we got Leonis Empire as our event key drop table this week, so if you open event keys, you're only going to get Leonis Empire troops out of there. So let's check it out. Base rarity's fine, let's do Leonis Empire. Still on the calendar, sorry. Yeah, they gave me another reason to make another new account playthrough. I guess Bastions is Astral Spire. I don't know. 12 Dragon. I mean, yeah, on the forum they said the absence of them saying that the Floral Dragons go into the Soul Forge means that they did not go into the Soul Forge. Like, they would definitely be tooting their horn about that, right? And they're, you know, they're right in the middle of a rotation right now, so I doubt that they're gonna... I feel like it's gonna happen in March. Alright, Leonis Empire. Show all. So these are the troops you could get with event keys right now. You got Alden, Dow, Flame of Anu, Manticorus, Voice of Orpheus. So one of the worst collection of mythics I've ever seen for a kingdom. This is pretty terrible. Pretty terrible. Like, Flame of Anu's bad. Dow is below average. They're both, like, bad. Alden I've never used. Manticorus is okay. It's kind of like the dude we were using earlier, the knight that hits 3 enemies. He's just okay, though. And then Voice of Orpheus, I never find myself using it. Some people use it here or there. He likes to show his shoulder. Instead of showing his nips, he shows his shoulder. He's like one of those girls with like the shirt on that like shows their shoulder and their bra strap. He's showing his bra strap, you know? That's the type of dude he is. He likes to show his bra strap. So they suck. I would not be throwing event keys for this one. Best thing you could get is Manticorus. Second best thing is probably like Voice of Orpheus. They're all terrible, so why would you do that to yourself? Divine Ishbala's okay. The legendaries are all, you know. You got Emperor Corvash, Garyon, Divine Ishbala. But, you know, you really need to be saving your event keys for Mythics. Or like Tesla or Emberclaw or something. And not throwing them at Divine Ishbala and Garyon. So I would say it's a big skip. So the Soul Forge is a big skip, and the event key drop table is a big skip. Keep saving. That's exciting. Like, get more, stack them up so you have a better chance of something good. Like, you should treat it as like, when I see a Dragonite gnome and it survives, I think it's a good thing. I got Dragonite, you know? I'm glad that it survived. When I see a crappy Soul Forge or a crappy event key drop table, I'm like, cool, I can keep saving. I'll get something better later. Alright, what else is going on this week, y'all? So, got the Journey event. I did 2 teams, and tomorrow I'll be on my new account making another team. We got a Leonis Empire week. Leonis Empire Underspire, Epic Trials, Weapons in the Soul Forge, Event Key Drop Table, Glory Shop Troop. It also means tomorrow we have City of Thieves. That'll be another interesting thing for my new account. We'll have to make a team for the Journey event, and we're going to have to deal with City of Thieves as our faction event, which is our farming faction, so we really got to be careful. Wednesday we have that pet. I forget its name. It's right here. You can see it on the screen. It's that dragon guy. We can go look at it, you know, if I really want to be an idiot and just find its name. We can find it like this. Just go to Leonis Empire. Probably. Sometimes there's weird pets on Wednesday that aren't from the kingdom, but most of the time they're from the same kingdom. There you go. Dragon Knight Amira's Draken. I knew his name was Draken something. Thursday we have War Priest class event, and this weekend we have bounty. So just take your previous bounty team, take off the bounty captain, put on the new bounty captain. That's all you got to do. It's really simple. Alright, Underwear, Underspire. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, so Mr. Z was saying this one sucks. Let me catch up in the chat before we get started. Yeah, it's just going to get harder. The more dragons they add to the rotation, it's going to be harder to get the specific one that you need. But also, they should make... Okay, so... Once they add the Floral Dragons to the Soul Forge rotation, maybe they can make it like they have the rest of the Soul Forge, where there's one dragon for Monday through Thursday, and then another dragon for Friday through Sunday. I doubt they'll do that, but that would be like the nice thing that they could do. Like when they add the Floral Dragons, make it so that 2 dragons rotate through a week. They probably won't, though. I did make like 81 on leaderboard and completed Sea of Sorrow, Pure 500 yesterday. My 7th faction completed. Needed 4 times tier 7. Yeah, yep. Yeah, it's around 2,500 for sure. It's like, you know, plus or minus some. You also book maxed your first kingdom, Merlantis. Still need some weapons and level class to power max it. It sucks, bites, and blows. Alright, let's check it out. We got Leonis Empire. So we got to use Leonis Empire weapons and troops for this Underspire. So, you know, Mortal Rakia, 38 splash damage to 3 random enemies. That could work early. Could put Hourglass gems on the board too. I'm looking at her a little bit. Divinish Balla's here, so you get 50% start Divines. Too bad Manticore's and Immortal Rakia, neither one of them are divine. Wonderful. Got Garyon, Emperor Corvash. I'm thinking... And then our mana generation. My first thought is like this, maybe? Go for true damage, and they use different colors. You're covering like a lot of colors. Doing true damage to multiple enemies. Could even add in Manticorus and then just do like a weapon. But I usually like to do 2 mana generators and 2 damage dealers. But for the weapon, we definitely need mana generation. Probably going to be an Explodey. So we got Lion's Reach. We got King's Dagger. That's it. So let's look at those. This is yellow-brown, and this one's red-brown. Is there any cool, like... Nothing there. Cool tempering. Gain 4 mana. That's better than the other one. So maybe this one? And Leonis Empire is the restriction, so... Like with this one, it's rogues. So I think Lion's Reach... And you could put Emperor Corvash in first. Just so, like, you can still summon in. And he's like a decent tank, right? Gain 3 to all skills if in first position. Reduce damage from skulls by 25%. Stun a random enemy in 4 or 5 gym match. And then Rakia can still catch yellow and purple. And then we need something else. Kind of looking at third traits because... I mean, you could just do Manticorus and just go like 3 true damagers around a weapon. And then just do your banner all the way into your weapon, kind of. I mean, we could do Divinish Bala and just make sure... Oh no, nothing's divine, so never mind. Emperor. Could do something like the 4th slot. You could do almost whatever you want. Do you want more damage? Do Manticorus. Do you want a cleanse? Do Voice of Orpheus. Do you want like this? Do Emperor. Could just use your last slot as like a trait. It's like your favorite trait. Or you could do... I don't know. I don't know what else. The Devoted, but the Devoted's super blocked, and I don't really want to put her further up in the team. Huh. It's probably just your favorite trait, whatever it may be. Or Manticorus. I think early we're not going to need like so much damage. So I might do somebody with a trait. Like just, maybe just Emperor. Just get a nice little random stats effect when an ally casts a spell. Whatever you like here. If you want a 35% chance to convert a purple gem to a purple potion, if you want 35% chance to summon, if you want burn and fairy fire, that might be good. Just use that for the burn and the fairy fire to hit harder. If you want to cleanse, if you play more defensively and you want to cleanse, you could do Voice of Orpheus. Just look at all your third traits. Poison and stun. I just think this one probably like will help the most. Like every fight it's gonna help pretty much. You're gonna cast a spell and then get a positive status effect, and then cast a spell and get a positive status effect. Like no matter what, the Emperor one's gonna like. If you do Voice of Orpheus, you're not always gonna need a cleanse. If you do Flame of Anu, like early, you're not gonna need burn and fairy fire. You're not gonna need fairy fire early. So I'd say Emperor. Like QK, we're not trying to get him up for real. We're just using his third trait. If he gets up, he gets up. No big deal. We could put him at the top of the team, though, if you really wanted to use him, but we're really counting on this weapon to get us going. So I'm probably going to do red-brown banner. And we got blue, brown, red, yellow, purple. We're missing green. Of course not! Twice today. I need to add more banners. I gotta do... I feel like no matter what, because our weapon, like, it's the only thing gonna help us get up. Rakia has purple still. Could do that. We need red-brown, probably. Alright, so I'm gonna minus purple. I don't really care. We need to get up that weapon horribly. So it doesn't matter. Alright, class... Let's go with Titan for a brown storm. And a 50% start. Storm Aura. Alright, so that would be my team. Something like that. Emperor Corvash and Immortal Rakia. Immortal Rakia is like the main damage dealer. It can hit all the enemies, but Emperor Corvash is like a tank up front. The weapons our mana generator can summon. Emperor's just there for his third trait. See how it goes. It's probably gonna take forever to get up Rakia though. You know? She does do these too, and we can blow them up. So that's nice. What do we need? We need red and brown. Go, team, go.
Mana surge.
There we go. And there's only 2 enemies, so... Underspire is never super fast. Like, there's no potions. Can't really judge it like you would judge our Journey team or something, or... Underspire is a little slower than everything else because of the no shop, no potions. So we kind of made our own potion with the Emperor a little bit. And also Manticore's is okay, like if you want to do that instead of Rakia or something, or if you want to do that for more firepower in the last slot, maybe. And we got Corvash. Super early we can just like Skull, Corvash. Get a brown extra turn. Like, what's our status effects so far? We got, so, nothing good really. And just kill him. We got level 10 and level 13. Let's go here. Flame of Anu, I think that's a good choice. Like for your last slot, burn and like the fairy fire will help for sure. We need brown and red. Like you really got to go. If you have it, get it. Brown and red. Wish there was more red. Alright, we got him up. I think I'm gonna leave him up. Well, it doesn't matter because he doesn't use. He uses completely different colors than Rakia, so I can go ahead and cast it. Then do this. She's like never getting up, but when it gets harder, hopefully she'll get up later. I should have just an Emperor Corvash. Just kind of seeing how long she's taking to get up. $50 shards. Alright, this will be the last fight. She is taking forever, but it's kind of cool that we're killing all the enemies before she gets up, too. Look at it positively. If you're a negative person, you're like, man, that Rakia's never getting up. And if you're positive, you're like, hey, we're killing all the enemies before she can even get up. So we really want to take red. Should have took red and purple, though, just like they did. We take skulls, especially this early. We could just kill them all like this. I was kind of wondering how much damage she would do, but we're never getting to see it. Alright, one more try, one more try. Got a naked golem. Take skulls, because why not? You only need... We take red. We don't have any. Kinda did. There's our weapon. Blows up blue, but it also just blows up everything around the blue. Come on, Rakia. Jeez. You're slow. Doing her hair, putting on her mask, taking forever, shaving her armpit. Hey, we found the door. Alright, we got 2 special rooms, so let's keep going, I guess. I haven't done Underspire in a while. I really need to. Trap room. Extra turn. At least she gets all the mana from those. Alright, skulls, yeah, but let's take the brown too. Gets him up. I mean, you know, same way we've been doing it. Might as well. In case we get skulls. We need red. We look at the yellow. Look at the hourglass gems for sure. Then look at red next. Then look at brown after that. Make sure you don't have like the hourglass gems. And we got a big old blue. Buckle my shoe. And we just kill them. Trap room. Ingot. Alright, we got a treasure room here, so it's enticing. It's almost like the Underspire makes you want to like keep going, just because of all the rooms. They put one like every other fight. And we got our weapon. Come on, Rakia, let's see you one time. One time, come on. Where are you at? Putting in your TP. It's that time of month for her. She just doesn't want to come out to play. She doesn't have any. She's making a mess. Alright, anyway. There you go. That's what I would do. Most likely. I think you can put whatever you want in that last slot, though. Something like that. Emperor Corvash, solid. Troop, first slot. true damage to multiple enemies. And then the Lion's Reach looks like the best weapon, Explodey for Leonis Empire. And then either Rakia or Manticoris or whatever. And then something in the last slot with some sort of good third trait. Or you can just put Rakia and Manticoris if you need more damage. But you're probably not going to need more than 2. So I went with Emperor. But I think that's everything, y'all. We did not have a goose egg today. We had Chad and Sana out there. Remember, though, we are 61% through the month, and we're only 39% to our goal. I would love to see those a little bit closer. Like, we're 61% through the month. It'd be cool to be, like, 61% towards our bare minimum goal for, you know, support. But, yeah, you know, the chat-a-thon is a big chunk. It's probably like a quarter. So I guess we could add like 25%, and then we would be a little bit, we'd be closer. But we gotta keep it up. So appreciate it. Did I miss anything? Let me know in the chat. I'm trying to like not stream super long, and it's almost 2 hours anyway. Like I don't know how people stream for just 1 hour. I'm too much of a motor mouth, I guess, and I don't know. But did I miss anything? Sometimes I forget to like do the event key drop table, or like I didn't look at the summoning stones, but I swear those are different for everybody, right? Like I keep flip-flopping on the summoning stones. Like I'm like, I'm not gonna show them. Then I'm like, I might as well show them. Then I'm like, I'm not gonna show them. Then I'm like, I might as well show them. Then I'm like, I'm not gonna show them. I feel like they're different for everybody. Not everybody, but like I guess maybe PlayStation has these, and then if you're on like Switch or PC, you might have like different troops here, right? I'm not sure. Glasher's okay, but not. Thrall is there. Daughter of Ice. Those would be the ones. If you're gonna... Bombot's alright. I don't know if it's worth jewels, though. Savage Hunter we used to get Paragon. This is the troop we used to get Paragon. Sandra Dow, how's it going? Alright. Tyrion says, Underspire did Al Alden, Emperor, Lion's Reach, Voice of Orpheus. Okay. I'm not a Al Alden type of dude, but yeah, it's pretty much the same, you know? Emperor, Lion's Reach, like, damage dealer, some sort of third trait troop. It's the same on Xbox? Okay, well maybe it's better than I think, you know? That's why I flip-flop on it so much. Like, one week everybody says it's the same, and then the next week somebody says, I don't have that troop in mine. I'm like, well, if everybody doesn't have the same troops, I don't really want to show it. But Savage Hunter's here, Bombot's here, Thrall's here, Daughter of Ice. Just calling out the good ones that you... But remember, you'll do this, and you'll get a random troop out of all these. You don't get to pick or anything, so... It really has to be something good that you haven't been able to get yet, like Leprechaun, really. You know how you only craft Tesla and Emberclaw as far as legendaries go? Well, you kind of only do summoning stones if it's like Leprechaun or something crazy that you just somehow haven't got yet. Leprechaun, Bork, etc. Stuff really, really good mana generators or something. Alright, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel comment below. And I'll see y'all next time, which will be tomorrow for the new account playthrough, which should be interesting. Let's see what we do for the Journey event. I'm not sure. Let's see what happens with the City of Thieves. What do you do? What do you do? It's the farming faction. How you do that? You just skip it? No. We're not lazy. We're not just going to skip it. But you do have to do it a very particular way so you don't accidentally screw up your City of Thieves and increase your level forever. We're still doing City of Thieves 3 times a day on level 20, so we're not just gonna, you know, we have to do it a certain way so we don't increase it to level 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, you know? So I'll show you how to do that tomorrow. It's the only time you have to do it, though. This specific week, once this week is over, you're not gonna have to ever do this again for a while, like 10 months. So it only happens once in a blue moon, and it's happening tomorrow, so it'll be a good thing to show on the new account. But anyway, have a good one. Thank you so much for joining me today. Mr. Z, Sandra Dow, Tyrion Shark. Anybody else chat today other than Mr. Z and Tyrion? We got Jets. Daniel Lucas. I got 5 out of the 6 evil dragons today. Just like Daniel Lucas. Jam Ricks was here. Sana was here, of course. I thought I saw Beg at some point, right? Sean. Yoke the Ham. Let's see who YouTube wants to make out with. They want to make out with Chad. They want to make out with Chad and Mr. Z and Tyrion all at the same time. I say special thanks to Chad. He's having a threesome today. Chad and Sana, thank you so much. Lights on, doors open, helping me and my family. You guys are keeping the channel going, so appreciate it. Anything else? Okay. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Same time, same place, except for new account. City of Thieves and Journey event. Should be interesting. See you there. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. I know you could be anywhere else. Appreciate it. You guys rock.